Hello students, today we are going to start with the first chapter of civics of class 7th, that is on equality. Now as you all know, India is an independent country, it is a democracy. Equality is a key feature of any democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. So in this chapter you will read more about equality, what it is, why it is important in a democracy, and whether or not everyone is equal in India. Now let's first start from the topic equal right to vote. Now let's begin by looking at the story of Kanta, who is standing in line to cast her vote on election day. In a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belong to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, are allowed to vote. The idea of universal adult franchisee is based on the idea of equality because it states that every adult in a country has one vote. That means no person can vote more than one vote. The value of a single person's vote is equal to one vote only, neither less nor more. But as her days go on, Kanta becomes less certain about what this equality really means. Her daughter is sick, but she cannot take the day off from work because she needs to borrow money from her employers to take her child to the doctor. Her job as a domestic help tires her out, and finally she ends her day by again standing in a long line. This line in front of the government hospital is unlike the one in the morning because most of the people standing in it were poor. So that's why Kanta is forced to think that Jan Madam and Jan Sahib may stand in line to vote, but they never have to do it when their children are sick. Now, if we talk of other kinds of equality, apart from being poor, people in India experience inequality in different ways. One of the more common form of inequality in India is the caste system. Now we will be reading about a story which is about the experience of a Dalit child attending school. Now Dalit is a term that the lower castes use to address themselves. Om Prakash Valmiki is a famous Dalit writer. In his autobiography, Juthan, he talks about his experiences of growing up as a Dalit boy. Now, Om Prakash was made to sweep the school and the playground, and this only came to an end when his father, who happened to be passing by, saw his son sweeping. Om Prakash was made to sweep the schools and the playground for the next for various couple of days, and when his father came to know about this, he confronted the teachers and then walking away from the school, holding Om Prakash's hand, he said loudly for all of them to hear, "You are a teacher, so I am leaving now. But remember this much, master. He will study right here in this school, and not just him, but there will be more coming after him." Now, the second story is about Mr. and Mrs. Ansari, who are looking to rent an apartment in the city. They had the money, and so paying the rent was no problem. They visited the first apartment. When the landlady found out their names, she made an excuse about how she could not rent the house to someone who ate meat because the building did not have any non vegetarian residents. The same excuse was repeated in the second and the third apartments. Finally, the property dealer told them that they might want to change their names and call themselves Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. The Ansaris were reluctant to do this and decided to look some more. Now this continued for about a month, that they have to look for apartments from here to there, and finally they found a lady who was willing to give them a place on rent. So they had to face a lot of hardship just for searching an apartment to live in. Now you must have understood that the caste we are born into, the religion we practice, the class, the background we come from, whether we are male, whether we are female, these are often those things that determine why some people are treated unequally, why some are given preference, some are sidelined. Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansaris, they were treated unequally on the basis of difference of caste and religion. When persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. The dignity of both Om Prakash Valmiki and the Ansaris was violated because of the way in which they were treated. Om Prakash and the Ansaris do not deserve to be treated like this. They deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else because they are equally humans. By picking Om Prakash Valmiki to sweep the school because just of his caste, and the schoolmates and teachers hurt his dignity very badly and made him feel as if he was less than equal to all other students. Because Om Prakash was a child, he could not do much in the situation because he was not able to speak much. It was his father who saw this, felt angry, and confronted the teachers. Even Ansari's dignity was hurt because the people refused to lease their apartments to them because they were of different religion, because they were not eating veg, they were non-veg eaters. So that was also something which was not supposed to happen. Even when the property dealer suggested that they should change their name to Mr. and Mrs. Kumar, it was their dignity of self-respect that made them refuse this suggestion. So no one should be discriminated on the basis of their caste or religion or class or region they belong to, because this is absolutely not allowed in our constitution. In the eyes of law, in the eyes of our constitution, everyone, be it anyone of any caste, any class, any religion, any region, they all are equal and should be treated equally.